Hello, everybody. It's currently Thursday, April 25th. Yeah, I got it right. Nice. 8 o'clock p.m. CST, as we usually do it. Let's try to fix up that thumbnail. Guys, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. We did really well in our exam today. We nailed an A in that class, which is a 4-credit-hour class. So very helpful. And the only exam we have left that I'm super concerned. I mean, I have another that I'm concerned about, but the next one, which is the hardest one in my opinion, that's coming up next Thursday. But I get some time to spend with you guys and enjoy drawing for a night. Now, I'm going to be right back. I forgot to set something up for the stream, so I'll be right back, and then we'll get started. The music I picked tonight was a bit dramatic. It's Lord of the Rings, so I didn't expect it to be that dramatic. It is. So let's get some Witcher ambience, I guess. I don't know. I clicked it. But yeah, sincerely hope all of you are having an absolutely amazing Thursday, because I am. This is practically my weekend. I actually have no more classes for the rest of the semester. It's all just exams. So we'll be trying our best during the day and trying to draw. Yay! Some Undertale. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. We may switch. And also, I got some bad news. It's cloudy for the next week. I know my mood shouldn't be dependent, you know, like internal locus of control. My mood shouldn't be dependent on weather events. We're separate from that, but whatever. Anyways, great to see you here tonight, Delano. Hope all is well. Hope school is treating you nicely. You did an excellent demonstration of your spider drawing skills. Glad to see you're destroying the heck out of lesson 4. And this is our last drawing before we shall too be in the same realm as Delano. Once again, where we met in the 250 box challenge, separated at lesson 2, and we'll return to the same level. I have one more practice lesson in lesson 4, and I go and do stuff for myself. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Let's go. Yeah, that's just like let's plural, not like the possess. I don't know. So glad to hear that, Delano. I can't wait to see how Vex turns out. So far, Delano's line art on Vex is crazy. I can't wait for the color version. I can't wait. It's gonna look so crazy. It already does. Oh man. Anyways, let's do our warm up for the day. Ooh, just popped my back turning. That felt good. And yeah, I mean, literally the rest of the semester is I wake up, go to the gym, study. Which sounds depressing. It isn't as depressing as I make it sound, and then we get to draw at night. And I'll try to hang out with some friends in the meantime. But deciding to... Ooh! Painting or watercolor. Ooh. Like the Vex? Like, are you gonna do it like Vex digital, like watercolor and paint? So watercolor would be really cool. I'm not sure like Vex's vibe. You know, I haven't played the game. That'd be really cool. I'm a huge fan of watercolor because it's very like... Not easy at all, but like you could do it anywhere. That's yeah, right? Digital watercolor. Oof, that would be cool. Then again, and I'm not here to make decisions for you. I feel like Vex is a very like paint splatter. Here's something with a bit of that's the vibe I get. And once again, I have no idea what the character or anything like that. This is my good pen. This is my good pen. Why are we using our good pen? I know, I like that. People should always be smiling. But yeah, no, all up to you. I don't know. That's a really good. Why not both? No, I know the answer to that because I too, as a person who has seen the trepidations, is that the word, of coloring? Both is crazy, but I think like no, either like solid color because like water paint. I feel like that's just. For more blended things. I don't know. You're the pro. Oh geez. I should probably focus on this before I start thinking about projects way beyond my comprehension and capabilities. Yeah, sincerely, I know I said this at the start of the stream. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Exams are upon us. They are scary and tough, but my favorite phrase right now is we march on. Cut our losses. It may be difficult, but at the end of the day, grades don't define us. And we will do our best in all capacities. What else is there to do, right? And then the summer will appear And with the summer, I hope to do all kinds of crazy projects. We'll be posting some actual videos on the channel. Part of me is wanting, because I have a really good internship opportunity. I already talked about this. I'd be working with Unity to make games that train like surgeons and stuff, which would be awesome. But it doesn't pay as well as I'd hope. But like, just on that front, I'm okay with it. Because like, despite the pay, who cares? If I'm doing something I love and I'm working with people that I like, then yes, of course, I'm super excited. But there is also another caveat. I have to stay in the college town. And that's not the end of the world. I have great roommates and stuff. Just, I do really want to be with my family. And being away from them that long and just being me and my roommate, not a bad thing, just, you know, I'm gonna miss my animals and stuff. Yes. Oh, generative AI and nursing. I saw your video on how AI affects gaming, and you had not emergent gameplay. What was the term that you used? Was it real games? I can't remember your term for that. That was super interesting. You did a great job on that as per usual. I actually have a video I have to make for a project, a Java project. Sadly, I cannot send it, or I won't start. Yeah, serious games. And yeah, that's like a bridge of what I want to do, like for real, right? Because like, I want to make fun things that I feel passionate about, and Unity is definitely one of those. But in the same vein, I want to do something utilitarian, right? I don't want to just be making video games. Well, that is helpful and cool and stuff. I can reach more people and change more lives with making software and stuff like that. Let's do right here. 97, hey, there you go. Yeah, I'll be posting on the main channel. I'm not sure if I already said this. I rambled for a second. I have a video that I have to make. Sadly, I will not be posting it or sharing it because it has not only my face, but my full name and the university, like as identifying as it gets. Maybe we can have a watch party and I'll just like make a custom version. That's so extra for no reason. Yeah, glad to hear you got a great grade on that. You deserve it. I'm like super editing mine well because I do want to put it like as not on my LinkedIn, but as part of the GitHub project that I have for it. I'm making like a fancy README and I'm explaining all the classes and what they do. It's gonna be super cool. I'm actually making that this weekend. And hopefully I won't go overboard with it because it is due on Monday with a hard cutoff due date. Ironically, the professor has done a specifically awful job of giving us, or being specific as to what materials we need to submit. Which doesn't help. Very inaccurate, or unprecise lines. But as per usual, just because I've been yapping. Let's do an organic form, tiny one. Let's do a tiny one. I also had a lot of caffeine before the stream. You could probably notice that. So yeah, I'm gonna be a bit shaky. Which is probably not a good setup for our last plant construction. Oh geez. Speaking of bad setup, let's try to fix that camera. But man, less than a week, 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks left in my semester. Kind of hard to comprehend. I almost don't want to accept it. It can't be over already. This was a really fun semester, and sadly next semester may be a bit more difficult. Reaching the big boy programming concepts. Which I'm enthusiastic, but there's not the best professors. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no. I don't know why. I auto-set it, or like I have to auto-set it now. It used to be better, but I think ever since I changed the distance, the height, it's been a bit worse. Let's get wider here. There we go. And we'll get smaller because I feel like it. And then super small. Nice. Maybe I should try new... Oh wait, that small doesn't look too right, but whatever. We March 4th. Let's do... And I usually kind of... Oh, this is going to be awful. This is going to be really difficult. Let's do it. So let's have wider degrees on these turns, smaller degrees in the center. Start a bit wider right here, increase right there, max right here, decrease rapidly, small right here. Kind of same thing throughout. Let us do it. I feel bad. My friend who's been studying really hard for her exam today didn't do as well as he hoped. He's really smart. He didn't deserve the grade he got. I hated seeing him all like deflated like that. He's a good guy. That was a bit too wide and just not that accurate. Getting wider right here. Then super wide. And then we cut off really fast right here. Yeah, we're warming up. Look at that quality kind of increase. And then we're super thin right here. Okay, I retract my statement on the quality. And then we're going to increase a tiny bit right here and then increase a lot. Gosh, I need to replay The Witcher. Yikes, that was rough. I was not paying attention. I was thinking about The Witcher. That's my excuse. Then back to quite small right here. And then super small. That wasn't really super small, was it? And a bit bigger. And a lot bigger. We'll end it right here, actually. Cool. Don't look at Twitter when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen. The fans have no chill. I'm caught up and still getting spoiled. That's my worry about One Piece, man. I'm gonna get... I need to start reading the manga, I guess. Manga, whatever. I don't want to get spoiled. Like, I love Jujutsu Kaisen, don't get me wrong. Just, I've been, like, a part of One Piece. That's the first anime, like, I've ever watched. I wouldn't count, like, JoJo. And I wasn't that invested. So, like, I need to know the ending. And plus, One Piece is in a special situation, right? Where the ending is just so important to people. I can't even fathom. I'm caught up in like just that statement alone. Oops, missed a bit right there. Still a good continuous line though. I liked it. Okay, here's where we get tough. We need to mirror this line over here. Yikes. Who messaged me? Is it important? Nope, not important. And in fact, let's turn off the phone. How about that? But I did get an important email, I think. Let's open that up real quick. That could be pivotal. Let's see. Oh, that's helpful. My professor kind of does this thing where he doesn't care about his class. Online professor who has literally actually just kind of made our jobs harder. Blames his TAs for everything. I don't think he's made an assignment. Like, he forces all of his TAs to make it. What? I got a notification on my phone for my own post that I made on our, like, discussion board. That's not helpful. That was okay, but yeah, we definitely missed the mark right there. Let's try arcing towards us. I know that's a sin, but... we arced too far down. Got a dent now. Whatever. We'll survive. We'll do better here. Man, I can't believe I survived this week. So much homework and I managed. Am I burned out? Yes. But will we have to still march forward? Like I said, yes. The summer awaits. I kind of went over right there, but I don't care. We're already over time on our warm-up, so I'm rushing a tiny bit. Which kind of defeats the purpose of a warm-up. I probably shouldn't be as worried. I'm kind of skipping branches at this point. Not bad. Definitely have our errors, but once again, we're doing that. When I stop doing Drawbox, I think I'm going to sub to my favorite artist. What a wonderful choice. And plus, then you get to look at their work all the time. And then, not mirror or copy, but, you know, inspiration, right? That's a great idea. Anyways, warm-up finish. Let's get into our final drawing of lesson 3. Just swap this out here. Actually, yeah, we're just going to need a new piece of paper. We're going to construct this one in Paint, as per usual. Talk about proportions and stuff like that. Thankfully, I feel like this is just a good mix of everything. Dynamic, proportions, all of it. So, yeah, we're actually going to pop it over here into Paint. And start, we're going to have a cab digital stream. We're not going to be like last stream. Honestly, last stream, I was like super burned out and I just didn't want to like focus. So I went over to Lost Gamer for 30 minutes. I do apologize if people were here for art and I did that. But hey, channel's about doing something you love. And sometimes I love messing around on, whatever it's called, lostgamer.io. Anyways, let's get the display all set up for the, oh yeah, I call this one the Ryze Hibiscus, because this is a picture of a hibiscus that Ryze sent in. And it was a great picture, might I add. So we'll go over here, get some of our paint. There we go. And we'll start our timer. Oh, my nose is super itchy for some odd reason. Oh, my allergies have been killing me. It's been so humid too. Anyways, let's stop complaining. So, what is going on here? The construction will remain somewhat similar to Uncomfy's construction. We'll start with the stem, go out from there, have our little, you know, main... Actually, let me double check how he did his hibiscus. Even though it's good that we branch out on our own and come up with our own stuff, a reminder of good construction practices and just revisiting the lessons is never a bad idea. Lesson 3. Hibiscus demo. Oh, was that one of the ones that... I think... Yeah, video only demos. I'm gonna crack this one open, just look at the steps real quick. Oh yeah, he started with a major ring around all of it. And then landed there. Do I do that for this? Man, I've been kind of forgetting that. Yeah, definitely want to do that here. So it all land out like that. Man, that could have been kind of... I mean, a lot of what we've drawing has had that kind of symmetry or pattern, but I think here... And it actually curves out and up for most of it. You guys can't see my mouse. So we're going to do a little bit of this. A little bit of... I think... That's good. So... Oh yeah, we'll definitely have... this higher degree ellipse up here. I'm actually just going to kind of cheat and use a this and just kind of stretch it around because it's large and I don't want to spend all my time trying to estimate it like that, but practically like this, right? And then we have our, you know, center node in the middle, same axial tilt, you know, these lines are parallel going through the major axes. And then from here, we'll have our, you know, center node, right? And then we'll kind of go like this and then out. This one I'm picturing is kind of like mainly going to the side and then out. Here we just have this and out, and this goes from that. And we want to really go like that. Not that much. There's some weird tacoing going on out here. And it is just kind of hard to follow what's going on with this plant because we have, yeah, so we have the main stem, the spine, right? And then from that, we go out, down, like that. Anyways, up here, we have a pretty standard one just going up and out. Like that. This one is definitely like a curl outwards. So we have a bit of a C curve going on, like that. time. I reached the edge of my mouse pad, and I do that. And this one goes over and then out. So I'd say the spine's more in the center, actually. I'm going to follow one of these lines because we don't want like too much of a visual gap, like make these seem a bit too close compared to this. We are texturing this one. That is something important. And then we have the main pistol. I think that's what it's called. We paid attention. Looking at this, it looks like we're actually at a pretty high degree right here. I'd say because, yeah, the surface is going around like that. So we'll start with this estimate right here. Should say the degree's smaller. I should say it's wider. It gets wider down here. I mean, degree is going to be the same as that, right? So yeah, degree is going to get smaller as we go up, even though it's quite large in the middle. We'll probably do only a couple right here. This one. And this one, so yeah, the line of sight I'd say is right here, or like the horizon line, which actually kind of matches with the water over here. Interesting. And then yeah, right here, it's actually we're looking underneath it a bit, like so. This part is the front now. And it's not gonna be that large. It's gonna be like this, like so. And yeah, we'd obviously start with a line going through that, like so. Great. And then we have our stem. Our stem kind of gets lost down here, but the main idea is it's going to be like this. And it's going to be a chunky one. It's going to be about this, and since it's going away, we can kind of see right here, it has this degree and this degree. And then I'd say like this, thinner right there. I guess it could keep getting larger degree as we go out. We don't want to go too far. Like this, I do want to include this kind of, but at the same time, how helpful is that, right? And that also just is not acceptable. Something like that, I don't know. And then from there, we would have these leaves. So we could maybe, I don't know, choose where we want to implement these. No, that's tacoed, isn't it? Or it's doing, what is the shape? What is happening with this one? So the spine, I guess, is on the bottom right here. Oh, interesting. And then we just have several kind of going out like this. Fun, pretty relatively simple leaves. Nothing too crazy. I don't think I'll get the ones in the background like that. We have one, ooh, this one's gonna be fun. And going away. And yeah. And then of course, I'm not gonna draw it here, but we have the usual like that. That was solid. That was not a bad estimation. Hey, what's up, Pilgrim? Glad to see you here. Pilgrim is a longtime viewer. I think joined before Ryze did. I don't know. Glad to see you here more frequently, though, Pilgrim. Hope all is going well. Hope your dreams and aspirations are coming true, especially when you join the Kavel streams. You get a plus 25% buff towards dreams and aspirations for every view. So that's so dumb. Anyways, yeah, hope all is well. We're working on our final lesson 3 project. I don't even know what to call it. I think this construction is solid. The hardest part will be proportion and keeping these dynamic, staying true to ourselves and the construction that we lay down. With that being said, we're going to keep this on the side. We don't want to reference it too heavily, right? We want to be a bit, not spontaneous, but creative. We want to form these with our mind. We don't want to depend on a drawing that we sketched out. This helps us, train our eyes and brain to think, I guess, on the spot, but not necessarily because we've seen it, but solve our own problems. What does that look like on stream? I just hit it. Oh, okay, it just disappears like that. Cool. So we're gonna pop over here back to the cam chat and reference. I got hit with a wave of tired. I just had so much caffeine. I don't understand how that works. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick water break and then we're gonna get right into it. Cool beans. Okay. Yeah. Whew, why am I so tired? Whoa, I feel like I'm about to pass out. Maybe the work's getting to me. What the heck is my chat talking about? Jeez, okay. Oh, did I just drink water with my mic on? I apologize if you guys heard that. I'm a thirsty guy. Anyways. I downed that. I really just went for it. Anyways. So, yeah, I don't want these to turn into ASMR streams, right? Yeah, so we're gonna pull out the magical scaleometer. Actually, and for those who don't know in mechanical engineering, most machine shop advocates carry a scale on them. It is literally a metal ruler that's pretty, it's much, finer than this, much more accurate. And they call them scales. Yeah, I mean, that's it. They have typically inches because moon units, right? But yeah, so anyways, we're gonna scale up everything. Try to find a scale in centimeters because I like centimeters a lot more, personally. I know I'd probably be killed for saying that. Ooh, it's a good 14 centimeters. I don't like that. It's a weird number. Let's try to scale this to a zone that I actually appreciate. This is beyond the length of this ruler. Let's pull out the big one. That's 17, even worse. So we'll go back to the 14, or even smaller, which we lose detail, but maybe that kind of abstraction can help us. That's 11. Kind of screwed. Unless, oh wait, guys, I'm so silly and goofy. I can just rescale the image with the. So I like 12. 12 or 16 are my favorite. It's kind of hard to do this because, oh, okay. I'm gonna have to just guess and check. So this is 14, and I want it to be 16. So that's 2 more centimeters to the right. That's actually quite large on my screen, but we'll figure it out. So we'll scale proportionally. Is that a? Okay, that happens. I want it to be 16. So like this. Is that 16? That's 17. Centimeter too big. Oh, I think like my very measurement oriented brain is kind of messing with me. That's 16 and a half. Jesus. Okay. Come on. Please tell me that's it. 16. Great. Okay. So we're at 16. What is the pistol looking like? Ooh, 8. Oh, no way. Great. The pistol is 8 centimeters. Oh, guys, we're in it. We're in it. So the pistol is the radius of the ellipse. The ellipse, as we demonstrated earlier, is a higher degree. Let me go back to the paint. I'm actually going to save this as Hibiscus. Ryze Hibiscus. Just so I don't lose it. Oh, I accidentally had a backslash in there. My computer definitely wouldn't like that. Yeah, and then I'd say the degree is about maybe 45 to 50 degrees. An axial tilt. I don't want to call it that because that sounds nerdy and dumb. I'd say major axis to the ground is maybe 30 degrees from horizontal. And yeah, probably going to be in the center of the page. Yeah, and then we get to define our page units, because if this takes up the page, we won't have a lot of room. So in fact, if we do it smaller, then I'm not really worried about height. In fact, we could bring it pretty high, because the ellipse we're going to draw is kind of the max, and then we have the pistol, which isn't going to go out too much. And then I'm going to draw a bit to the left so we can have room for all of our awesome leaves. Leaf-wise, let's get some scales. The entire vine itself, I'm going to stop right before that really big leaf. I don't think you can see it in my reference. Oh, you can kind of, yeah, the one on the left. That goes, I'd say, 8 out, which would be nice. Good scale. So I think if we, this is my bad pen. If we do a really good 30 degree, 50 degree, 30 axis degrees, tilted like this, I think is going to be perfect. Let me really look at the reference and just try to capture that, just this, right? We want this. So this. Maybe a bit lower. That's a bit messy. A bit far to the left. Let's bring it down a bit, because half of this is this, bringing that up. Not bad, actually. We do have to worry about where this is placed. So, like, the edge of the ellipse, which I'm going to say is right here. You can't see my finger, but I'm pointing at it, trust me. We're at about 3. That kind of sucks. 3. Almost 4. So almost half of it is above. Tiny bit less. So yeah, this to this, like this, that. So yeah, practically like that. And then less messy. So more, it's mainly because my pen was dying and I'm bad. But yeah, let's try to be a bit more firm down. Remember, we're not going to do infinite attempts, but getting a good starting point is all I care about. And so yeah, a bit more down and to the left. Do the mouse trick again. I just kind of like, it just helps me visualize what we're looking for here. I think that one was really good though. Just line work and positioning could be a bit better. So yeah, a tiny bit more towards the center of the page. Not as large. I think that was great. Great start. Perfect. Okay. It's a bit tilted too much, but who cares? That's whatever. Let's make ourselves proud by doing a really good pistol here. So yeah, the pistol practically, if we look back at our construction, sits directly in the center. Actually, no, it sits... Ooh, interesting. Okay. We're going to go back to the drawing board before we make any further steps. Because... Let's go over here. Here we go. Can you see my mouse? Oh, you can. Okay. Now you can, hopefully. I can't see it because I have to like Alt-Tab, but trust me, my mouse is here. If we're gonna add some cool like little annotations to this, right? I'd say practically about here is our minor axis. A bit hard to see. That's it. And here is our major axis. Maybe the minor axis could be brought up a bit. I tried lining up there, but it's more like this. Actually, if I hide it. Gauging about right here. And major axis is splitting it in half, perpendicular, about right there, good. So yeah, and as you can tell, we're pretty far off. Our line right here, which we'll make purple, pinkish purple, it's right here. If we're going to draw parallel lines. Like so. So we're a tiny bit below, very tiny bit below the major axis, or minor axis, and pretty far to the right. I'd say we're nearing the far quarter, maybe a tiny bit less than a quarter over there. Feel free to draw this out, right? And we could actually kind of scale this with a ruler too. The entire thing is 16. And Solana, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna raise your pay today, for being kind to chat. We're raising the mods pay from 18 cents a year to 18 and a quarter. Yep. Maybe a mil. Do people, does an American mill still exist? Like not the mills, but literally the coin, the mill. Didn't that only exist for like a short period only? Okay, so yeah, it's practically measuring out everything. It's practically at the 8 centimeter mark, so almost in the center. And then from the major axis, which, oh geez, it's less than half, but we should probably have paid attention. Yeah, the major axis is about 7 centimeters. I'm not carrying that much. Of that 7 centimeters, it's at 5.5 meter mark. So 5.5 over 7 is really close to 6 over 8-ish. So 3/4, I say conservatively. Anyway, oh wait, that's our quarter. We talked about that earlier. Wait, am I sharing the wrong screen? I am. Yeah, actually, wait, we could go back here. This is a quarter, like we said, so, and this is 3/4. So yeah, we're pretty good on that. So going back here, we're gonna have our halfway mark. So this is it. I'm gonna put my finger there to help. Right, here it is. And we're a tiny bit below that. So I'll use my finger. And then we're 3/4 through, so about right here. And we're a tiny bit under that too, so I say we start right here. That feels good. Looking at it this way, I kind of see it. And then we're gonna go half the distance, so this above. That's not as above as I'd hope. It's a bit longer, right? But we need to stay true to our construction. So if the ratios remain correct, even though this ratio to this could be wrong, we'll keep going like that. So maybe about right here. And it doesn't really curve. It kind of has a bit of a spin to it. Put a bit of a, we'll mark it, score it, as they say. Up there. And then this is a very weird angle I have to draw this at. Let's see, my score is right there. Don't want to make this too long. Perfect. Great job, Cav. It's a bit lower than I would want. But okay. Still great line work so far. Pretty happy with this. Stick to it. So now we have our whatever it's called, the spines to draw. So this one we go up and then down a tiny bit. This one I'd say is landing actually a bit to the left. If we look at our construction, actually we did it forward, but I'm treating this one as the spine, and we're having a typical, and we should probably do the like center of the stem down here. Stem ratios. Let's work on that. Let's see. Don't want to zoom in because we want to keep our 16. So for that, it's what, half a centimeter? Yeah, practically half a centimeter. And if this is 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, half. So practically you're like this, max. And we also have our main point here, so we'll actually do this. Similar degree as the main one. Perfect, great. And then down here, we'll have like the start of the stem. Nice. Wow, we're doing good today, guys. Let's please don't change that. Please, let's keep it going, right? Actually, the degree's a bit off for what I want, but that's okay. And then we go out here. It's a bit more of a jump than what I would like because we want to curve down. But yeah, if we go up here and out, because we want to see the top of the flower, right? We really want to see a lot of that. So that doesn't mean we kind of have to go over here, because if we want to go over and around, like this, and then maybe, if we went over and out here, I'm kind of using my mistakes I've used from the last ones where we couldn't see enough of the top. Because the degree already, we're not seeing a lot of the side of this. If we go, yeah, because like the more we go this way, if we go this way, we won't be able to see a lot of the profile, right? If we go this way, we'll see a lot of it, but it's not necessarily true to what we have. So if we lean more this way, the more on this end of the spectrum that we land on, we have more to display, right? We just have a lot of climbing to do too, which I don't necessarily like. It's a bit deeper than I think we should have gone. Anyways. I think if we land right. Here, I'm highlighting it with my finger this time. Right here. I think that's the place to land. And then our flow, it's actually kind of straight. It's not going too crazy. Like we have a quick shift and then pretty solid down there. Okay, not as solid as I wanted, but that's okay for now. And we're gonna get a nice opportunity to see a lot of it. And then we have this one going to the right, right? I should have started from right there, whoops. Yeah, because that kind of messes it up, whatever. We'll end the leaf there to give that illusion. This one's going far to the right, and we're kind of like ending quite early. So like right here, even. And the motion that we're doing is pretty like instantly up and over. Does it ever go? Yeah, it kind of goes above this for a second. I don't want to draw towards myself, so this. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I like that. Very happy with today. Please, Fate, don't ruin it. Like, we don't need any of that. Cool. We have our next one, which is on the far right. And we're kind of, it's pretty simple. We're just kind of going out like this. Out and up. And that one, yeah, lands near the top, so nothing too crazy. We want to see a lot of it, so we'll give some room for that. But other than that, we're... Perfect. Great. This one kind of curves to the left. And it lands this right here-ish. And we're kind of like going out and then curving in. Nice. And then this one over here, we're actually going out and then down. And remember, we had this complaint that we didn't want this gap or this gap right here, but it is truly just landing right here. This was a bit too far to the right, but it's landing about right there. And yeah, we're going kind of instantly up and then having a bit of a slower curve out. So it's going to be like this and then slower curve out, up and then slower curve. Like so. Good. Okay. Now, time for... Actually, let's construct the stem before we worry about anything else. Stem, we said it goes down probably about the length of this and actually goes down into the left like so. And we'll kind of end it over there. Maybe we could put that like giant leaf over it to cover up some of it. Yeah, we definitely have a down portion. The down portion, it goes about from the center to where it starts really curving, about 6 centimeters. So probably about right this. So it goes down this far and then goes to the right from that about, let's say conservatively another 6. So we have about a square out. So we go like this. Like so. We're gonna end it right there, perfect. And that should have been more down, should have been sharper curve, but it's okay. And then from there we'll do our stem. Stem will keep it pretty simple. We want the degree to get larger over here. Yeah, so we're just getting a kind of constantly larger degree. So we'll actually stop it right there too. So this can be a bit thin. Cool. And we're gonna get a bit larger. Then definitely a lot larger right here. That wasn't a lot larger, and then a lot larger down here. Like so. Great. And then we'll do our pistol as well. We have that one right there. We stop kind of up here. And we said the degree up here is lower. And it does kind of get smaller as we go to the top, so we'll emphasize that. It gets really flat right here. And then a bit larger from that. And we are also just getting larger in general, right? I think that's good. This one's very fun. I'm having fun with this one. Probably because I'm not doing an exam or studying for discrete structures. It's not even the name, it's algo, not not discrete structures. That's, I think, next semester. Oh, jeez. It's combining discrete math into algorithms. Woo-wee. Okay, this is where we have to lock in. This is where like the line work and everything begins to really matter. So we'll calm down a bit. Get good posture, warm up a lot. Good. Feel a lot of good flow on that one. Good. Don't want to make it too chunky here. Good. There's a bit of a bump. Oops. Good. Went a bit too far with that, but it's okay. And we have our pistol. Hopefully YouTube doesn't like to monetize me, even though I'm not monetized. Never mind, I can't worry about that. Forgot we're not at that yet. We are getting close to 50 subscribers. Sincerely, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. So you don't need to subscribe, but definitely helps out the channel so we can get more people doing stuff they love every day. And whoever keeps liking my videos, like instantly, thank you. That means a lot. Hopefully they enjoy it. Oof, got a bit close there. Oops. Yikes. Got a bit messy at the top, but we're going to be covering it with a lot of those little things, so it's going to be good. We're going to take a quick water break and then get right back into it. I'll mute myself this time. We're so back. Okay, we have the scary one right here, where we go really far out, practically like to right here. Go down, so we have this out, go down. This out, go down. Sharp go down too, sharp go down. And then up and in. So this out, sharp down, go up and in. This out, sharp go down, go up, go in. Very nice. Probably didn't sell it too much. And then down again, really down again. Then this, and then slow run to that. And it kind of goes like this. Okay, so this, go out, go this, go slow, run into that. Nice. We have this one over here, which overlaps it. This one's definitely going over this one, and then this, and we kind of see more of this edge than we do there, so we want to extend it past. How do we make it look like it's overlapping? We have this edge, which goes over, down, in, over, down, in. So this kind of motion right here. So over, down, swoosh, in. Over, down, swoosh, in. So over, down, swoosh. I can't even nail it right here. Okay. Over, down, sharp, kind of sharp turn right there. Down, continuing, swift, and no, it doesn't even go that far. It goes like this. It goes right here, and the sharp kind of curve happens right there. So this turn in that. This turn in that. This turn in that. This turn in that. Not the best. A bit bulgy right there when it shouldn't be. Yeah, because it went over. Oops. But we'll deal. Because we do kind of carry that shape there, and we can have that negative triangle space. This one goes over. So it goes, kind of traces it along, and then goes in like this. And then back, we have that V right there. So out and over, kind of sharp turn. It's a curl down. So this curl down around, corner in. This sharp turn down around, corner in. Okay, I didn't do too well of that negative space right there, but we'll live. We'll just kind of emphasize it a bit more than it actually is over here. And these two are somewhat simple. We have this one, which is going out, up, up, and then around and in. Out, up, around, and in. And then this one underlaps it. Underlaps, just goes under. I don't know. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. This, and then we have a lot of that V space right here. And this is just kind of round, right? It just kind of goes out, in, down, and in, like that. Very nice. This is kind of meh, but it's whatever. We have some of the fun leaves going on here. Let's see, this one kind of goes as far as this, and we have that space down here. I'll say it's more near right here. And we go out. We kind of curve out like that. Like so. We have this one, really tiny. It's just kind of going straight out like this one, towards us tacoing. Very nice. We have this one over here, which we just see the full spine to the side. Like so. We have this one just kind of going down and out, pretty standard down here. Starts where practically this one ends, and just goes down. You do kind of have one going down here, meeting the edge of this one. Ah, that should have been a bit more left, shouldn't it? And then what's going on over here? Looks like we have another one, but I'm not going to draw that just yet. Oh, we have this one over here, which we'll draw. So we have this one going down. That's going to taco like this. And so we just have one kind of going flat. That's going to be pretty simple. Yeah. Let's construct these. I feel like the pistol should have been a bit wider, which is an issue I've not had before when it comes to stems. Okay, so this one, very fun. It goes out and then in. Like so. And then we get this one, we're kind of seeing it go out like this. Like so. This one underneath it is kind of simple. This maybe has a bit of a turn right there. Like so, and then it has this one, which is pretty round. Yeah, they're not supposed to be as parallel, but happens. This one doesn't cover it, so we have to be kind of inaccurate here. And it just goes this, and then kind of dips down. So this, and then kind of dips down. Nice. This one, super fun. It goes like this, goes out above for only a second, and then lands. So out above, and then lands like this. Bit thin, more thin than I wanted, and this definitely goes just straight up out and lands. Cool. We have this one over here, which is just kind of pure taco. We have kind of going like this. Like so. And you kind of see the other end of it right here. It's a bit like sharper. Got wobbly right there, oops. And then this one also same degree, same case, it actually goes like this, so. And you can see the other side of it kind of go like that. Great. I'm tempted to do that big leaf on the side. Our little friend right here, but I'll hold off for now. Cool. Wow, wait, what? Wait, is that everything? Dang. Huh. That is kind of everything. Not the best in the world, but I think we did a pretty good job for what? We did this in that much time? Is this Kavel? The slow Kavel who could barely make it through lesson 2 in 100 days? Jeez. Well, hey, I'll take it. Yeah, so we have a lot of opportunities here for some cool little patterns on the leaves and stuff. So without any further ado, let's get into it. We're gonna start by doing the edges of everything. That's very important. This one I think is the most prominent and the most available, so we'll do that one. We have this cool edge going on. It's like a node right here. And then we have this larger part, like that. We're seeing it kind of fold into that, like there. And then we fold up. And we go like so. kind of see the bottom of that. We have this one right here, which goes up and then is sharp. And a little loop down there. And we really want to say, hey, it's like going up right here and kind of mediating. And then we go over here. And then this, we see actually the side of it like this. And that's what sells this side of it. And just get a bumpy edge right there. Very nice. So yeah, that covers this side. And then from here, we have this, which goes up and then folds kind of sharply in. Goes around and down. Sharp, curl around. Curl around again, and then it ends kind of on par. Not perfect, but then little bumps. And then we can actually like show the frequency of the bumps happening right here to show that it's changing or turning. You can have the inside right there too. And then on the outside, which we didn't do the best, it kind of goes like this, right? And then we have this really sharp turn over here, like this. And then it's quick inside like that. Continue to this one. Actually, let's do this one next, because that's in front of most of it, right? We have the part you can't see, and it's pretty general. Nothing. Kind of make it a bit wavy for the fun. It gets really mostly wavy right here. We have a bit of this going on. Kind of should have made it curl like that, but it's okay. And then we go down right here. We'll put some waves into it like that, right? And then we're gonna get sharp right here. Like so. And then we'll keep it pretty simple for the rest of this because that is in front of the other plant, so. Like so. Very nice. This is kind of hard to read, so we'll definitely need to adjust some line weights, but I'm keeping it simple for now. We have this one, where we want to kind of curl it once we get to the top. So we have this waviness, and then we get this where it gets sharp, and then goes down. It's not that sharp, oops. Like so. And then it kind of goes to the side. And then we have to kind of skip over here to where it does that. And then it kind of has this curl. Nice. Have this part over here where it's practically pretty straight, as kind of as wobbly as this gets, right? And then we have a cutoff. It goes like that. Nice. Very nice. Bit too sharp, but it's okay for now. Cool, cool, cool. And then we have our little, I think it's called the stigma on the top, if I remember correctly. The stigma. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm a computer person, not a stigmologist. And yeah, once we get right here, we start having all of these, and then we can actually bring these out just a tiny bit. Don't want them to be too large. We have that one right there. This one kind of coming towards us. This one a bit more to the right, and then this one severely to the right, like that. We could add like little pads to it to represent those little like dome-like parts, like so. This one's very round, rotund even. This one we see the bottom of a bit, so we see a bit of that. And then we could add the little other, what I'm calling stigma. Once again, guys, please don't quote me for any botanical information. This needs to bend a bit more. Let's get into the leaves now. Let's see, we'll start with this one. They have these little cuts into them. This one should have been larger because there's another leaf or some kind of structure cutting it off right here, but whatever. Whatever. And there's stems to them, but man, we just have these little cuts into them. Remember, pick your pinup. That's part of the, we want to be mindful. We don't want to be random, right? It gets smaller over here as it gets, you know, kind of wanted to make it sharper, almost. These kind of give like the, they kind of cut in, and then the next one starts from that cut in. Like so. And the bottom of the leaf is kind of like goes out right here, and then goes in. Very taco-like. And then we have these ones in the background. Nice. And we can do the cool veins and everything for that later. We continue the little leaf cuts here, right? Make it correct in perspective. We're really seeing the sides of it right now, right? About to cough. Uh-oh. Then it gets really sharp right here. And then we see a lot of the cuts right here. And then we start seeing the sides of them, right? So get over here. Cool. And we could even, like, you know, put it past these lines so it doesn't look like they're all ending at the same place. That looks really taco-like. It's bothering me. Let's make some of them a bit longer over here. Kind of has a dent in here. YouTube stopped my music. I'm really happy with how much work... Oh, that's not the right YouTube video. Really happy with the work we've done tonight. We're usually not this fast, and just great. I'm loving it. Oh, yep. There's my Skellige Witcher. Gosh, the Witcher map is so fun. I love Witcher so much. I know I always talk about that like a nerd every stream, but it truly is just a spectacular game. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, especially because there is nudity. Please don't play it unless you're of the age to participate in those kind of games. But like besides that part of it, which I'm not gonna even say it's like distasteful. They did it like not as the core aspect of the game, right? You actually play the game for the story beyond that thing, right? It's just such an interesting story. I guess like I have a soft spot for very not just magical worlds, but great world building. Like One Piece I love more than most people do, because like One Piece is one of the anime of all time, right? You can't deny. But I love it a lot more than the typical nerd for One Piece because it's such a unique world, right? Like all these different creatures, environments, like snail telephones. Like, come on, what? Who thinks of that? Stuff like that. I find absolutely unique and adorable. From the Sky Islands and Skypiea to the really, really cool and interesting hidden century, lost century, and even like the structure of the world government. Sure, it's like the typical evil organization that controls everything, but the complete loss of like the moral ambiguity of a lot of the characters in the Navy, from spoilers, Luffy's grandpa, to... Man, I did not give enough time for that spoiler, I apologize. To like Akainu, and actually he's not morally gray. You know, he's just that very authoritarian, like, you know, extremist, and like all the different interpretations of justice and what a pirate actually is, what a hero actually is, right? Because Luffy doesn't believe he's a hero. Love that. But yeah, the world building is excellent. I'm not going to say the story's crazy great. Or no, I'm not gonna say the pacing of the story is crazy great, because I think the story is quite awesome. The story, like cumulatively, right? Like piecemeal, it kind of is very slow. Like, yeah, pacing. But every bit of it is just such a fun journey to be a part of. And since it's like I'm not gonna say drip feeded, because they can only produce it so and write it so fast, right? But like every single piece of the story comes together very slowly. Oh, beautiful. Love it. I love a big mixed crazy story where everything, like all the pieces only fit in at the end. That's probably my favorite kind of story. Not that it doesn't make sense, because One Piece definitely makes sense, but like us still not knowing what Luffy's true dream is awesome. Does it make me upset and I really want to know? Yeah, but like that's the point. That's why I'm hooked. Cool beans. Oh, there is another leaf kind of right here, isn't it? Super tacoed. See that? It's kind of bending out from the start right here. And it ends kind of right here. And it kind of dips down primarily, right? Like it goes out and then dips down. Like this. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco. And then we see a lot of the taco like that. And then we see this out here. It's a bit hard to see, but I see it. We got these razor edges kind of to it too. So it like goes out and then in, and then goes out and then in, and out and then in. I kind of like that shape. Look at that. Out and then in, and then out and then in. I like that. That's a much better shape than what I've been doing. Like out and then in, and then in. Oh, I like that shape a lot more. It seems like a lot more care went into it. Kind of wish I'd been doing that the whole time, right? Anyways, we learned more. That we just added that to our mental library. Gosh, guys, we're going fast. Sorry for peeking the mic. Jeez. Hopefully I didn't scare anybody. Sorry. But we're going really fast tonight. Shoot. We need to slow down, actually, because we're about to finish lesson 3. And today's stream is labeled as part 1. Jeez, guys. We're doing too good. I expected myself to be like really bumpy and slow after the break, but we're kind of pushing boundaries. We're doing a great job. All depends on the texture at this moment, right? Like that's the big part of it. So we're gonna add these. The style. I think the whole thing is called the style, including that. This is the pistol. These are the stigma. I don't know. Anyways, we kind of start once we reach this point right here with them. So we'll just kind of go like this, and they get really dense at the top. They're a bit further out. No, yeah, they're way further out than that. And yeah, they kind of like die off. Like this is the last one, probably about like right here. And yeah, these go further out. But yeah, really dense up here. And then we add dots to the end of them. Jeez, guys. I'm just like surprised. Sorry, I keep bringing that up, but I almost want to stop myself because I'm going too fast. Maybe we will actually. Who knows? I feel like one just needs to be right there. Kind of like blend these together so it doesn't look like it's just coming out of that spot only, right? Dense it up a tiny bit more right here. I think that's pretty good. Doesn't look as sparse as I want over here, but I think that's okay. Use some like stragglers, right? Okay. Leave it there, right? Now for the texturing part. This is where we can do some fun stuff. We actually learned our lesson with the last Hibiscus. 1, don't go too crazy with the cast shadows, right? But 2, we don't want these choppy, broken up lines or like wobbly. We want firm, good lines. We don't want to, underdo it. I don't know a good word for that. Yeah, but we don't want also too much ink on the page. So we'll make sure to be mindful of that. And for this one, we're actually going to add a underpart like that. We have 7 minutes left. I guess we should get started on texture. I'm just a bit... Here, let's look at our old Hibiscus and just see what went wrong with it. Yeah, I'm cool with that. This isn't a redo, but it's a redo, right? We're redoing the same plant. With the knowledge that we've accumulated so far. This is going to be a kind of like cool before and after of the entire thing. If I can find it, jeez. There's the cactus, pitcher plant, potato plant. Those aren't Virginia bluebells, I forgot their name already. Lily of the Valley. Where is it? Bitterroot, blue mushroom, tulips. Did I lose this? Oh, my leg itches. Ah. not stalling, guys, I swear. Virginian bluebells, hepaticas, daisy, mushroom, demo. Ah, hibiscus, here we go. Oh, this one was much larger. But yeah, these, like, you can kind of see, I covered it up a lot because I went, like, a lot more aggressive, right? These skinnier, thin lines, we don't want that. But at the same time, we don't want to overdo the center like we did right there, right? Oh, let's also thicken up the lines for the stylus, whatever it's called. Ooh, don't want to hurt this. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it's not torture plants. Oh, tomorrow's leg day. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep in. And then do leg day. I still have plenty of work to do and plenty of studying, but I'm definitely going to take it easier to kind of like recover a bit from the burnout before we burn ourselves out again. The only two exams I'm worried about remaining are my statistics and then algo. I've already talked about it, but we have the capabilities to get A's in that class. We just have to be tempered. We have to moderate how much we study, relax, and try. And yeah, okay. Maybe I'm covered in like bug bites. I've been having like a lot of bugs. Not in my apartment, but on me, because I've been biking, and it's bug season, guys. Anyways, it's bug season. What am I? Okay, so we have these like little lines, which are kind of helpful for declaring, the contour of everything, right? So like this one kind of goes out and then around like this, so higher degree curve. We want to be pretty firm with it. I think it gets lighter right here, so we can break it up right there and get thicker in the center. So we'll do kind of this, and then break it up, and then end. I like that a lot, actually. Not as broken as I wanted to, but that's okay. We kind of have ones over here, too. Oh, we don't want it to look like a clam, though. I remember that was a critique. It looks like clams. So we'll kind of get, like... so. We can kind of emphasize that this curls over, like so. Very minimal lines today, you know? This, we can actually do this a bit. Looks pretty clam-like, whoops. Oh yeah, let's thicken up the stylum. What were we just talking about? Okay. Lightening up the pen once we get up here, because I don't want too much of a division. And a bit more extra weight just to separate that. It is a kind of crowded right there. My bad. My bad, bit. We can also thicken up parts of this too. Cool. Let's keep working on this one, kind of like establishing what we want it to look like, because we do have these dotted areas, which are darker. Here we're definitely going to just make a completely dark, right? That. Same thing here. For this, we'll add, since it's curving down, we'll kind of go like this. Bit much, but that's okay. Like that. I think that's good enough. This we may see like a... I want to do like these weird curl dots to it. Nice. And a bit of that right there. So yeah, a lot of these, like right here, where it kind of get some darker spots right there. And nice. Yeah, Ryze. Oh, wait, that is Ryze. Yeah, no, Ryze made an excellent. Yeah, today's stream is called the Ryze Hibiscus. Great to see you, Ryze. Thank you very much. Honestly, like probably my favorite reference. Super dynamic, super fun. lots going on, lots to look at. I'm not really doing it justice with these textures so far, but I'm about to end the stream, so we can let it sit, right? It's not like amazing things will happen then, but we can hope for that. I shouldn't be doing dots, I should be doing like curves, right? So like right here, in fact, this does get a bit darker. We can do kind of like this, right? And yeah, when it comes to these, we can have like these areas of, I'm gonna do it dotted, right? And then we're gonna do our curls. Kind of overdid it right there, but we can kind of patch it up with that. We'll get a bit thicker on the inside. What was that? Thicker. Going to the desert tomorrow. Sounds so intense. Oh, were you talking about this a while ago? I think you were. Is it for the helicopter stuff? Oh, goodness. Here we go. Are you still on night shift? Are you going to be like night shift there? Or... Dude, please draw a helicopter. You're going to ace that, please. I want to see that. I commission you. I have no monies, but I commission the Ryze. Ooh. Actually, okay, but that's not the night shift. I mean, that's the shift. Like that isn't. Whatever. We're gonna leave this here. Cut it off for the night. Because I feel like I'm not doing textures well, and if I somehow leave it, it's gonna be better. Oh man, Ryze. Hope. I mean, it's the military. I was gonna say hope they're paying you well, but hey, we're up. Drawing training art. Anyways. So what did we do today? Decent warm-up, a bit shaky lines. We were yapping as per usual, so not as focused as we could be, but still pretty good. We had our first attempt at the ellipse. Wherever it was. It's over here. Not bad, just we wanted to center it. And only in a second attempt, we did this. And I'm super happy about the construction. The textures are a bit lackluster so far, but I'm going to keep it minimal. Don't want them looking like clams, but that's kind of how it happens. We'll darken everything, and actually this is really upsetting me right here, right? This is my bad pen. I always have, like, stuff to adjust for this, right? Just like that. Keep it a bit smoothing everything out and filling those lines. Right. And this kind of curl will help us. Yep. Oh, thank you very much, Pilgrim. Sorry, yeah, I just caught myself, like, over-talking. Jeez. Want to thicken that up. Anyways. Thank you very much for joining, Pilgrim. Hope whatever you're working on went well. And of course, if you want me to see it, my critique or whatever, just drop it in the Drawbox Discord. I would love to see that stuff at me. CIPPHY. That is the night shift. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Anyways. Yeah, that's the night shift. I wonder what the day shift is like. Ryze is killing me. Anyways. So yeah, great construction. Happy with everything. Proportions are probably off. We were faster than usual. But I just felt it today. I got that groove. Maybe like taking a quick break helped out. But tomorrow we'll finish up the texture, and then if we finish early, which we probably will, we're doing 50% for the rest of the while. Goodbye, Pilgrim. Have a good night's sleep, and hopefully Friday treats you well. So yeah, I mean, every stream from now until I end finals in 2 weeks will be a 50% stream, or maybe I'll start a challenge. But I want to keep it easy. I want to keep it light. And we're just gonna have fun drawing robots, and yeah, just probably robots. Maybe some buildings and stuff from Portugal. That'd be fun. But with that being said, thank you guys for joining me. I know it's been a bit, 2 days, but it really means so much that Ryze joined us after his crazy heavy day. Delano was here to moderate. Sorry, Delano got a Ryze today. A raise today. Just had to be here. Sorry, he's up 25 cents a year, or 0.25 cents a year. Heaven forbid I give you guys 25 cents. What? Anyways, it really does mean that you guys take the time out of your day to visit. Sincerely. With that being said, I suck at goodbyes, but thank you for watching, and bye for now. See you guys tomorrow. Mr. Craft Paychecks.